Angelo here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Here's my stream. Guys, this will be Stronghold number 10. And once again, I'm joined by my brother Mono.
Yep.
And basically, we are going to be talking about, well, pretty much whatever Mono asked me. But I know for a fact, I'm a little late on talking about the Reaper. I didn't make one, but Mono made one, and I got to try his out and see how it felt because I've already used all my character slots. And right now, I don't feel like paying for the extra slot. But, you know, I was curious. Mono said he wanted to play the character, so it's like, if he's going to play one, yeah, I'll just try his character out here and there. Like I said, I'm stacked at 12, and right now 12 is like all I can do. It's pretty hard. I don't know how some people are doing it more than 12, but yeah, more characters coming. But that's my summoner, and yeah, we'll be seeing the summoner next week. Yeah, in 6 days, 7 days, on the 14th. So most people will be running Belshazzar. I won't be speed running my summoner to try and get her to like 1445. She's gonna also gonna be doing the Hyper Express Pass. So this is interesting. I always wanted them to release all the classes, all the characters, and I wanted them to do it pretty fast, because I guess that is, according to Rocks from the, what's it called, the forums, they are saying they are trying to catch us up to the KR servers ASAP. So I'm assuming possibly by this time next year, we should be within a couple months of Korea. We'll see. I mean, right now we're barely starting this next update on the winter update. We're going to be getting all sorts of stuff. But, yeah. What's your thoughts, Mono, so far? How's everything going for you as far as the Reaper and just the world of Lost Ark?
Pretty good. For me, I just like characters with a lot of movement, and the Reaper has a ton of movement. My only problem is for some reason I thought the Reaper was going to be like a ranged character, and I didn't look at anything about the character up until it was about to get released, because I wanted to kind of be surprised. And it being a melee character is kind of, it bothers me, because with melee characters it's a lot more difficult to execute during a raid compared to ranged characters.
Well, because your main is a gunslinger type, right? Gunslinger and Bard, both range types.
Well, not just that, I use a sniper rifle too.
Oh yeah,
So
you are one of the few that actually went time to hunt as opposed to the shotgun peacemaker. So I don't know, I see it. It looks cool. I mean, I think it's fun. I mean, because I remember I tried one of your gunslingers before, back, you know, when I was thinking about trying a character with guns. I don't know, just to me, it feels, in the words of like the KR streamers and whatnot, schmoge, because like you're shooting all these bullets, you're doing all this damage, but it's like almost insignificant damage, very similar to akin to like Dante from Ultimate Marvel's Capcom. And it's like whenever he's shooting Ebony and Ivory, it's kind of like, yeah, he's shooting, it's not really doing that much damage, but I mean, he's shooting for sure. And that's what I kind of feel Deadeye and Gunslinger were. So, but you don't feel that she hits hard? You don't feel she has the big deeps, or what?
well, that's the problem with the melee class, is there's a lot of execution involved, because you're with a ranged class, you're doing damage, but you're also out of harm's way, whereas as a melee non-tanky damage dealer, you're in harm's way and you're trying to do as much damage as possible, whether you're a back attacker or whatever.
Well, most of my characters are all back attackers, and I get what you're saying, like, but some of my characters can put down enough damage where I don't have to worry about taking too much. When I saw you play your Reaper, and when I tried out your Reaper, yeah, she's squishy. She's very, and she has to keep moving. Like, she has a lot of mobility, but it's like, you gotta make sure that she doesn't stand still for any time at all, because the longer she stands still, she gonna get smacked.
Well, that's the thing too, is that if you're just having a bunch of alts to do dailies, it's a fun character for dailies.
Oh yeah, because she's
chaos
fast.
dungeons, doing raids with a bunch of pumpers, whatever the hell. Doing just the usual stuff is fine. But I don't want to bring that. I don't want to bring Reaper to clown, like that type of stuff.
Well, I mean, I think you probably can, but I just don't think there's enough accessories, or just there's not enough people out there that know how to play her yet. So we'll see what happens. I can't really exactly explain what's gonna happen with her, but people did always say Floor Reaper. I mean, just like they said, floor gunslinger. So you just love playing the squishy characters, and yeah.
Well, the gunslinger is different though because you have the option to be ranged, and essentially what the gunslinger does is you can tell by the spike in damage that you're doing that the boss you're fighting is under 50% HP. And that's humongous. That's an indicator that okay, we're halfway done here. Let's start going hard. But with the Reaper, like it's and even when I watch all the other melee classes, if you're a specialist with that class, fantastic. You're gonna know all the ins and outs. You're gonna know the best skills that work for you. You're going to be able to accomplish a lot more. And the Reaper class is kind of brand new. So
It's what, 2 weeks now?
yeah,
3 weeks.
Yeah, it's pretty new and fresh. So having that min-max build to be able to accomplish what you want to accomplish, it doesn't really impress me very much. However, I'm definitely gonna have it as a character to do dailies.
Hanger.
Yeah, just a character to do dailies.
So what, is she never gonna pass 1400? Are you gonna get her 1440, 1415 and just leave her there?
No, I'll definitely want it to be like 1460.
1460.
So, yeah.
Okay. I mean, like, I feel the parking spot is 1445. Of course, 1460 is fine.
Yeah, like I said, when I have an excessive enough amount of resources, and the accessories are flooding the market, and you know how it is. There's metas.
Well,
there's
here's the
certain
crazy
characters
part.
that are in meta. There's certain characters that are out, and when it's out of meta, you can just get the cheap accessories and min max your character.
Well, accessories, and also, I would say, if anything, the books. The number one thing about book... oh my god, it's still happening? Oh boy. Too many adventures, that's not good. Alright, there we go. Books have dropped considerably because of that golden frog. Because of the golden frog, people are fucking spamming their gold. Whether it's RMT gold or some whatnot. God damn. Alright, they still haven't fixed the auction house yet. But yeah, look at these things. These things were like, oh my god, I think I bought these for ridiculous prices. Holy shit. Yeah, I bought these for like 1,000 each back in the day. And this armor was like 2,000 to 3,000. This was around like 800, 900. This I overpaid now, but it got me through the beginning content when I needed it. Look at that. Oh, time to hunt. My god. The striker cost that much. I paid like 2 G's each for these. Oh man. But again, that was months ago. So now it is right. It is the time right now. If people wanted to buy books, buying books is now. You buy a book like I think people use esoteric skill. I don't know what the other one is for War Dancer, but that's the female striker class. Or I guess the striker is the male version of the War Dancer. But yeah. Loyal Companion, shit, I might have to invest in that. Look at that, fucking only $8.99. Yeah, the Supercharge, I thought I got it at a deal at like 1,500 per book. And yeah.
So
wow, firepower enhancement is only that? Shit, I might have to fucking get that.
where do you think the ceiling for the Reaper is?
I mean, well, here, alright, speaking of the Reaper, of course, no one knows where it is. Oh, look, her books are starting to go down a little bit. Oh, damn, the Lunar is now higher than the Hunger? Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, well, damn. Look at that. So, I guess people like Barrage Enhancements. I'm not the biggest fan of Barrage Enhancement. I mean, it's okay, but it's like, yeah, it allows you to get into that state more, but I don't really like the quote-unquote wheelchair mode. It's great for the Vicus mechanic and everything, but just, yeah. Ooh, Desperate Salvation also dropped. Ooh, Ultimate Taijutsu went down from 11,000 to 93. Okay, okay. Demonic, okay, so these are still, obviously anything in the 10,000 plus are still very rare. Wow, Deathblade Surge, huh? Okay, so what's the most expensive? Keen Blunt is now the most expensive. Impressive. Okay. Igniter Sorceress is still always up there because bots, I guess? I don't know. And then, yeah, Striker Deathblow. There it is. How many more do I need? I need 17. God damn. But yeah, that's the number one thing I see. I thought at the time it was the Hunger. I think you got one of those drops. So, I think you got it when it dropped at like 12 or 13,000.
Okay.
But if you want to use it, sell it, whatever. I mean, that's how I basically have gotten all my gold. I would get legendary books back when they were kind of worth something. Now they're not really worth that much. I try my Dispatch. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking... My god, still happening again. But anyway, yeah, so... Final... God damn it. Anyway, I'm trying to show the fucking Igniter. Igniter Sorceress. This one. If I get it, I'm selling it. Because I don't see myself, kind of like how you have your Reaper, I'm using my Sorceress as my low-paying runner. She's a 1400 now, I think. I just got her to 1400, and I'm just kind of leaving her there. I'll eventually get her to 1415, do South Vern on her, get the card packs, and then, yeah, she'll probably just sit there for a very long time. Just like my Berserker. But it's tough. I feel, and you correct me if I'm wrong, seeing your character develop and get stronger and get the right accessories and cut the right stone. Like, for instance, the character that I was just playing, actually, even this guy, once I started getting certain accessories and whatnot, I think I had to buy his, but I mean, like, right now he's in a decent spot, 4x, 3 plus 1, not the best. I mean, his rock could definitely be better, but that's enough, I feel, to do content. No negatives, that's always good. Actually, how much is Rage Hammer anyway? I am curious. Take a look at Rage Hammer, shall we? I have that. So, Rage Hammer. Still up there. It's not like dirt cheap, but it's still up there. 69, 69.90. Not bad, not bad. But yeah. And then obviously, in what, six days? Yeah, 6 days time, there'll be another class that has the most expensive books, which will be the Source Summoner. So, speaking of that, what do you think about the Summoner that's going to be fast up and approaching it? And I already have the character picked out. I have it set up. She's right there. I'm just waiting. And then once she gets released, bam, I'll be getting on that, using the Punica Pass, using the Hyper Express Pass, which is this thing. Yeah.
I'm kind of lukewarm on those classes because generally on launch, it's either OP or it's underpowered. And then basically what happens is it takes someone who is like a specialist that can min-max the character class. Because in Lineage, Summoners trash.
But it was a different kind of Summoner, right? I mean, this one, it looks like you're a debuffer and you get a couple summons, but they're not like summons where they follow you around and everything. I mean they do, but you have to summon them, and then they have like a life cycle. I think of them as like mobile turrets, if anything. They're kind of around, and then they move for a bit, and then they go away. Which is why I guess the two types that you can go for are like communication and things like that. Hey, look, I know that person.
But it essentially, when they first came out, it was like, the summon's too squishy. The character doesn't really bring anything to the table. And then as the patches went forward, they caught up. Same with the orcs. The orcs caught up with all the other classes, and basically everyone would play summoners because you could solo. You could go to like the hardest areas and you can pretty much play solo. And they became really popular for duoing, for helping supports level up. And obviously the leveling system in this game, it is much better than Lineage, because Lineage was all about grinding, and we've gone past that in MMOs now.
Yeah, grinding and all that stuff is like, okay, I got my 1% for the day.
Yeah, that type of gameplay is just, it doesn't fit the way people digest content nowadays.
Yeah, everybody is all about the quick hits.
But overall, from what I've seen, it looks pretty cool. But again, anything can look cool, like the Reaper. But when you execute it and play it,
I would say that for style points, the Reaper's got a lot of style.
Yes,
got a lot of swag.
You can look cool, but when you in terms of like executing it and playing it and doing hell mode raids and all of that, is that the character you're gonna min-max and take to the end game? And there are people who will be capable of doing that, but I'm waiting to see, because I want, just like how you have 12 slots, I also want 12 slots. So I'm still sitting there and waiting and seeing what all the classes bring to the table,
Do you think
how
you're
they play,
get
and how
into
they
the
play.
Ayayas?
Probably no.
Artiste,
no.
and then the Aeromancer.
Like so far, it's definitely going to be 3 Reapers, and then the last 3, I don't know.
Okay, so right now you have what, 3 gunslingers?
This will improve your life.
And a Reaper, a Bard, a Paladin.
Lance Master.
Oh, Lance Master. And you're thinking you're gonna get 3 more, or just 3 total?
It's going to be 3 total Reapers, and then if I don't like any of the other classes, it's going to be 6 gunslingers.
Oh, what about female Zerker, huh? Yeah. Now, the way that Zeals is saying, I don't think you could do a skin swap. I think if you have a male Zerker, you have a male Zerker. I think they're doing the whole War Dancer and Striker.
Doesn't matter to me.
So,
If it's fun and
yeah,
it looks...
if she's cool, here's my question: is she gonna have one sword or 2 big ass like kind of mid swords, like some Lu Xun shit?
Well,
from,
there's also
Dynasty?
this. How is the movement on Berserker?
He's fast.
Like movement skills, like Reaper movement skills.
Oh no, he definitely. Well,
Okay.
he only has one, which he does a double dash forward, but you have to get to like level 7 or level 7 on the skill tree.
Well,
to do that.
you get what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah.
I want a character whose movement is extremely like fast, and Reaper for Shangri.
Well, without a doubt, you are a swiftness character, so you need to get fucking raid captain ASAP.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
need to get
Yeah,
your-
for sure. That's
your raid
that's
captain
my
thing.
play style because when
I mean, don't get me wrong. Look at this guy. This guy, he doesn't have the best engravings, but I mean, I got him the raid captain as well. Because
Oh, yeah.
once you get to 12, all you need is one item that has raid captain on it, and then you're good to go. I think
Yep.
this one I just kind of there it is
'cause
5-3.
I'm going from playing an MMO as a tank to wanting to play a completely different style, like ranged, lots of buffing, just doing lots of stuff. I don't want to just be there.
It's like I'm
Aggro, bring one
Aggro.
mob over, the whole group kills it. Aggro, bring one mob over, the group kills it. I'm done with that. And obviously, this game is not
this game
that
is
style.
not
Yeah.
that style, definitely. Like even now, technically, I have a character that is the tank, which is the gun lancer. I was gonna say gunslinger, but gun lancer. He's technically the tank of the game. Him and the destroyer, and I have both because they both have a taunt. So they're the only people with taunts. I don't think anyone else has a taunt. Yeah, I think it's just those two. And then with those taunts, that's kind of what you. That is the archetypal tank, the taunters, right? But now, yeah, I mean, taunting helps, but you don't need it. Like recently, I think I did an all DPS Vicus run recently, and even though we were stuck in jail for a bit, we still beat it. Still, it was horrible, but it took like an hour. But yeah, we finished, and it was just normal. So it's like, all right, happened, but we did it.
So from what you've seen, what do you think of the summoner? Because I like how the character looks. I'm unsure of how the character will play.
All I know is I'm gonna enjoy playing with the quote-unquote homies. There's gonna be a bear that you get. What was it? ATK calls them tippers for some reason. But yeah, like there's a bear.
That's a bear from League of Legends. A character named Annie summons it.
Oh really, tippers? Oh, okay, I didn't know. So see, everybody's a LoL person. I'm just a Dota person. So if yeah, I don't even know what the fucking bear is called. We just called it bear in Dota 2. A Beastmaster's bear. It's like bear.
It does have a name, but I forget.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, we forgot the bear's name or the panda. You know, depending on what skin you were using. But yeah, now so there's a
And
bear.
I'm not a League of Legends player. I'm a Teamfight Tactics
yeah,
player.
you're a TFT.
Don't
guy.
let me in with those degenerates.
Hey, whatever. It's all the same.
But continue. You said the bear. What else?
There's the bear, and then basically the way that I see her playing out is she does debuffs while she has summons out. So basically she has summons that may be like average to mid, but then with your debuffs, you make it so that your guys hit harder, or your team hits harder, or your team is faster, or or you do like dot damage. So you do dot damage in addition with your mid kind of attacking summons. Of course, naturally, you can get more gems and buff it up, yada, yada, yada. Supposedly, I guess they said if you want to take that character to the upper echelons, she's not cheap. But if you want to get to her to a place where she's comfortable and she can do like maybe 1445, like I'm going to get her to 1445 because of this event for sure. After that, I don't know how much further I'm going to get because obviously I want the gold. I want the legendary books I'm going to get. I'm probably going to just put it all in for the death blow. I don't even know why because I don't think I like the death blow style. I tried it. I saw it. I was like, I'm slow. And then like you get one shot to do your move. You want it at, I mean, yeah, I get it. You become one punch man if you're really strong, but it's like, I don't know. It just, I don't know. It just seems very, very sad in a way to me. I don't know. That's all I could think to it. But yeah, I mean, I'm interested. I'm excited to see what she can do. Maybe it's just the fact that I like building up characters. And I think that's what Zeals talked about. And that's why people say, Zeals, why do you play this game so much? And he was just saying, I just like being able to build up characters. I like to be able to build up my You know, and also he's slightly a coomer, so I mean, he likes he likes seeing the under boob and all that stuff. And we both agree that Ayaya was probably not the best addition to the game, but hey, you know, maybe when they bring it to the American release, you
Even
know,
with those faces that he designs.
you know, I mean, hey, the man, he's Aoki. So what? He's Masaru Aoki. It's all good. You know, if that's his type, I'm down with it, dude.
All right.
If anything, he's gonna have a loyal chick. You know, Masaru Aoki's chick ain't gonna fucking cheat on him. She loves that man. See, so that's all he's looking for. He's looking for a fucking down ass chick. And she's even in the nursing field, but you know, because you know the way she looked, you know, she's not exactly, you know, possibly sought after in the, you know, field. But you know, hey, what you gonna do? But yeah, definitely to me, I know from what I saw, I don't know if I'm gonna immediately like it because there's, I think 2 to 3 different ways you can play the summoner, and then she has like a bar with like her gauge, kind of like similar how this gauge is here.
Gauge.
Gauge, you know, where you can switch, right? But like, I guess there's you fill up the balls. There's like 5 or 6 levels of balls, and every ball, like level 1, level 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and maybe 7. I don't know if it's a 7. It gives you a stronger attack, a stronger buff, and it calls out like an ancient elemental, which is pretty cool, honestly, if you think about it. And that's gonna take some time, and that's one way of playing her. The other one is playing, I think it's called communication, and it's all about helping or getting help from your summons, which is the way I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go that. I don't want to go what was it, with the route of having to just sit there, fill up the balls, because then that's just standard character. Every character I roughly have, it's all different. If you look at it, right? I got my main, which is a striker. You know, punch, punch, kick, kick, you know, kick, punch, it's all in the mind. If you want to test me, you'll do fine. You got fucking Iron Man with fucking Vegeta. You got fucking tank slash, you know, blue shieldy guy that basically never dies. He's slow as shit, but I mean, yeah, you know, he's got shields for days. And then you got Sheva, which she was my main. She was my very first character. And the thing I really love about this game is even though I gave her up, and right when I made it to Verd Castle, I was like, dude, I don't really understand how this character plays. I'm still new to it. I swapped over to the striker because I thought, you know, kick, kick, punch, punch. And I'm not gonna lie, I did see, what was it, Shroud, when he was still addicted to the game. He was playing that, but then he dropped off, and, you know, I've been still playing my striker. Haven't gotten him past 1490 because I just don't feel like losing all my precious gold and silver. But, yeah, you got fucking transformation, Shadow Hunter. Oh yeah, and then I found out that she becomes Scrapper Taijutsu very fast, high swiftness. Dude, she's fucking fun as fuck. She doesn't have the biggest numbers, but she's consistent and the cooldowns are low and she's fast as shit. Oh, I'm playing as Glavier. I'm really sad that I thought that this was the first class that got released and I thought everybody would play her. She has a very limited player pool. Like, when I try to sell accessories, sell gems, and sell stuff for her, no one's buying. And it's sad. I'm like, damn. Nobody wants anything this character has?
Well,
whatever.
Well, as I told you, there's metas, and there will be a point where that character will be in demand. It'll be the best DPS, or one of the best DPSs.
Well, supposedly they said for, just now when I was watching Zeals to get my Thursday Twitch drop, he said that, like, Glavier, Machinist, Summoner, they're great for, like, the balance content. So, like, the Challenge Guardians, the Challenge Abyss Dungeons, and things like that. Because just... they still do a fuck ton of deeps, even if their level's been lowered. Yeah, and then I got Hawkeye, you know, my one Sorceress. Like, my Sorceress and my Berserker, I don't know if I'm just going to keep them where they're at, 1400, maybe get them to 1450, and then just have them finish and do the South Vern stuff, and just have them... because I think getting to 1415, finishing South Vern, and just constantly doing that Chaos Dungeon is enough for that character to be worth it. I think... staying in the lower levels, like the lower region, like when you do Chaos Dungeons, this I believe is more worth because you don't get any epic. There's no possibility of epic. I think in this one, you still have a chance for getting epics. And especially anything lower than that, yeah, you're definitely getting epics. See, so you want to get the fuck away from epics. That's why you go to, like, South Fern, where it's more higher level tier 3, with a small potential of you getting, you know, the actual, like, relic gear. It's a small percentage, but, you know, it's a percentage better than not having it, so. Yeah, anything else you want to talk about for today, Mono, aside for the two new characters? And if anything, I'm very glad that they're doing it back to back, one after the other, because I always said that why are you wasting time? You know, why are you doing 3 months in between? I think it was 3 months. It was like 1 month, 2 months. Yeah,
To sell more cosmetics.
I guess, but then just put it all
Because
on the
if you
market.
put it all on at once, it's gonna flood the store with all these cosmetics, and people will not know what to get. But when you
Too many choices.
when you stagger out the classes, people will be like, "Well, I kind of like this. I like this cosmetic. In case I want to play this character down the line, I'm gonna get this cosmetic."
There you go. So basically, this game is all about FOMO.
So
100% FOMO.
one of the recent issues that I actually did not have any problems with was the DCing and the lag. I actually have not DC'd and I have not lagged for weeks, if not a month.
For me, I don't know if it's based on me using ultra wide monitor, which is why my screen is long ways like this, and there's that little blank area at the bottom, blank area up top. Because of this game, I decided to get an ultra wide monitor to see what the difference is. It's fucking amazing. Love it. Now, granted, nothing else on the internet, like if you watch YouTube or watch anything like that, although if you have HBO Max, as a shout out to them, some, if not most of their movies are screen sized for the whole entire widescreen. It's very nice, very nice. Like I think I watched The Batman and it was full on, full thing. Didn't have to edit nothing. It was just there. I mean, there are cheats and hacks and edits where you can make it full screen or like crop into it, but like, yeah, they did a good job. Good job on them. Good job, you boys. But yeah, how people can do multiple characters. Oh yeah, and I'm also fucking super stupid because I did not know how Legion raids worked. So for the longest time, I saw it said a limit of 3. I thought that means only 3 characters from your roster can do Legion raids. I'm a fucking idiot, so then I would purposely only do it with like 2 or 3 of my characters, so every now and again I didn't... This whole time, ever since Legion raids came out, I've only been doing it on a maximum of 3 characters. So, this whole time, if you look at it, right, because I'm just a fucking moron, I go here, it says right here, Legion raid total 3 times remaining. And I'm like, weekly. But I didn't really read this top one, I just saw this, and then, because all my characters at the time did Vaulton, it all said like, you know, oh, drop down to 2. So then I was like, oh shit, man, one of my characters already did it, so it dropped down to 2. And I looked on the other one, and he already did it. I wasn't thinking right, and it also said 2. I'm like, oh fuck, our one character did it. You know, oh shit, I can only do it 2 more times. So then from then on, every week I limited myself and only was doing it with 2 characters at a time. So now luckily I got, I think my 6-piece for her, 6-piece for Sheva, 6-piece for Zypher, 6-piece for Vegeta, 6-piece for my main. And now I got a 2-piece for Destino. These are the only 6 characters I have that are 1445 plus. And I could have been doing all of theirs and getting more gold and whatnot. But yeah, you know, what are you gonna do? So now I just sell my Great Honor Leap Stones, and that's how I get my gold.
So do you like DC a lot? Do you lag a lot, or?
The only times, luckily it hasn't been during the times of raiding. I've only DC'd on Chaos Dungeons. So, if that's the only time I DC, which sucks, but I mean, it's still better than, you know, fully getting DC'd like during a raid and having people wait for you, which then that's a feels bad. I don't want to fucking waste people's time. I don't want people wasting my time, so I don't want to waste other people's time. But as you can see, you know, getting ever so closer to that 200 million silver.
So, to end it off, do you think that Summoner could possibly be your main, or?
I don't know, because like the investment, I'll tell you this much. If I hit a fucking amazing rock, like if I chop up an amazing, whoops, I think I went to the wrong area. But if I go to the thing and I get like an 8-7 rock, kind of like how I got with Destino. That's the only reason why I leveled up Destino. I cut a 8-7-3 rock. That is the best rock I ever cut. And it's on a fucking alt. So then I was like, I have to. Like he he's had like some of the easiest Legion raids because he's been 5x3 the whole time since entering into a Legion raid. All my other characters were at 4x3 at best, maybe 4x3. What was it 1x3 or 4x3? You know, and then a 1. You know, so it's like engravings and your stats are the biggest deal in this game. Like, people consider, oh, eye level. Yeah, that helps. But it's your fucking your overall character stats and your engravings. Without those, your character is nothing. Obviously, eye level will always help with your damage, a little bit of your damage, and it also help with your survivability because you'll have more HP, more magic defense, physical defense. But yeah, I feel the true end game is cutting that perfect rock, getting the perfect accessories, and getting... The faster you get to either, like, 4x3, 2x3, I don't know, you know, you gotta... 4x3, I think, is the bare minimum to be doing Legion raids. You have to get that. And then, you know, don't be surprised if you don't get that when you go into a thing. And obviously, you shouldn't be using matchmaking. You got a party, and then if people are gatekeeping you, just wait till the end of the week. Because so far, I feel like you get a lot more people willing to take a risk on you if you don't have anything. Hopefully, I mean, study up and learn and work on the stuff. Don't put people in jail and like kind of just stuck at the fucking gate 1, gate 2, gate 3. Don't leave them in there. And if you do, they'll probably kick you or they'll just end the raid. But yeah, long story short, will she be my main? If I cut an amazing rock, probably. If I don't, she's probably gonna be 1445, and I'll eventually get her stuff. I'll definitely try and, you know, what was it? I will definitely try and use her to get her 6-piece gear. But from there, I don't know what else. We'll see. Oh, and that's all my low pangs. Baby. So what about you, Mono? Any closing thoughts?
I'm hoping that my last 3 slots will be, I don't know, like a really cool ranged character. As much as I want to make more gunslingers,
You know what? A female archer. There you go.
will there be some like a ranged one though?
Well,
like a long range one.
there is no female archer.
Well, I'm saying though, if they do make one, like I want like a Hawkeye from Lineage.
Yeah.
Like something like that.
Well,
or
this
a
guy was
Silver Ranger.
A sharpshooter
or a Phantom
originally
Ranger.
was called a Hawkeye, and then they changed it to a sharpshooter, which is kind of weird. But yeah, here is my summoner. She's already ready to go, just waiting for it, and then yeah. Then eventually we'll... I mean, will I ever fill this up 24 characters? Shit, I don't know.
What if they make like a ninja that throws like ninja stars or kunai or something?
Technically, the Reaper has some ninja stars, I think I saw. But yeah.
I'm saying all attacks are ranged. Basically, I'm just looking for super long range, and I might
want
only
a long range character.
I might only have that with sniper gunslinger. So
Like basically what you're looking for, you want the character that's not even on the screen fighting the boss. You want them in the mountains sniping from afar.
pretty much, yeah.
That's what you want. I can dig it.
That's a lifelong tank player in Lineage 2.
Yeah, because
so
now
that's why.
Now you just want to be like, I want to be as far away from everything else.
Yep.
And yeah, fuck everybody else.
Yep.
I can dig it. Yeah, so I mean, for me, this is it. Until something else amazing happens, this will be my last character, the 12th slot. Like I said, you got to have some. I mean, maybe the female berserker. We'll see what happens with the female berserker. You know, I'll check her out.
Melee.
Dude, how many? Melee, actually ranged. Melee, ranged. Well, with some melee on him. Let's see here. Melee, ranged, melee.
Disgusting.
I'm mainly melee.
Disgusting.
Well, all right, guys. You let us know in the comments below what you guys think. Reaper, did you like it? Have you played it? Summoner, are you gonna play it? Have you any expectations? Have you already made your character like this loser right here, where I already got mine? She's chilling right there, sitting there, huh?
That's summoner hype.
6 days. 6 days. She's gonna be somewhere, and then I'm gonna try and get her first piece of gear. You know, maybe not that day because I'll probably be busy getting her other stuff up. So, yeah, but we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna have all that shit ready to go, yo. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. Anything else you say, Mono?
Summoner hype.
Excellent. Lady, y'all.